Hey Steve, just wanted to give you a quick review of the golf lesson that we had a couple days ago. Sorry for being a little behind on getting this to you, but what we're working on is not having the hands move so vertically like this when we take the club back. And due to the fact that you were having your hands move a little bit too much up or out away from you at the start, you were having to roll the club with your forearms so that it would be like your thumbs would face back behind you to get the club to come back on plane. So as I take you through these two swings, you're going to notice that the club gets in a much better position at the top in the video on the right, which is after we worked on it for a while. The one on the left, the hands are going to work just a little bit more vertically right away, and then the club's going to roll backwards. The one on the right here, you're going to see that your hands work more around that belt line like we were saying, but the club is still rolling a little bit too much. That's something that's a second thing that we would need to work on. So for right now, it's more hands going around the belt because of the rotation, not so much because you're pulling your arms behind you. But you'll see as you take the club back, the hands are definitely coming more around the body in the one on the right, kind of this way. And the one over here on the left where we started, they're just a little bit more vertical. So I want more of a rounded motion, definitely very circular rather than up and down. Like I said, you still have the arm roll in there, so the club face is very open at this point. But that's okay because we want to just work on one thing at a time. So as we come back around, due to the fact that your hands did not lift so much, you can see that the club's in a much better position. This is exactly what it should look like at the top of your swing. Whereas over on the left, the club is pointing a little bit to the right of the target. And when we get across the line like that, it does create some problems. So now coming back through, you were already pretty good going through the ball, and we don't have to fix a lot here. It's just really getting into a position where you can go ahead and hit that shot. You'll see the one over here on the right gets up a little bit higher, just because we're coming from a better position. But all in all, very good work there. I just want those hands rotated around a little bit lower. We're going to feel as though the club doesn't go back behind us so much. So it's like your hands go in and the club's going to stay out rather than your hands staying in front of you and the club going behind you. And then we talked about ball position as well. So when you have those mid irons, we're going to think that the 0 point for ball position would be where you want your driver, which is opposite of your left shoulder. And then we're going to work in ball widths backwards. So ball width about 3 balls back from that point of the left shoulder is going to make it so that you can get into the ball properly. So 3 ball widths back of your left shoulder is going to be good for the irons. When you hit a fairway wood, it's going to be about 1 ball width back of the shoulder, and then when you hit the driver, it's going to be right at the shoulder. That all has to do with the bottom point of the swing. So if you remember those simple rules there for the ball position, keep getting the hands to work a little more around the belt line with your rotation, I think that you're going to see a lot more success.